James Hamilton for MMA UK, joined via Skype by Frans Mlambo. Thanks very much for giving us some time, mate.
No problem. Glad to be here.
So you're obviously on for a chat with us today. You've got a big fight coming up in June, and that's on the Bellator London card against Nathan Grayson. So obviously we'll get into that in a moment. First of all, I just wanted to ask you, just to go back a wee bit, when you found out you were going to be going over to Bellator and plying your trade there or getting a fight on Bellator, can you tell us a bit about
that? It happened like last year, late last year. I kind of was hoping to get onto, because I knew my Brave contract was at its end. So in February, actually, I was hoping to be on the card. That fell through because I just waited too long to like start talking about getting on there. And then May as well, I was meant to be on, but that fell through as well. I don't know what happened, but it just didn't happen. And finally got June 22nd. So it's been a little while. It's been a little bit of a wait, you know what I mean? But I'm happy to be on. It's a good card. I'm glad it's London.
Yeah, it's definitely a good card. It's a big card to get on. And just, you obviously mentioned Brave there. It's an organisation you plied your trade with for quite a while. Was it? What was it like leaving Brave? Obviously, when you're going to Bellator, it is a step up. But was it a bit bittersweet?
Yeah, it was. It kind of was, like, because you know what I mean. I started off with them and stuff like that. Learned a lot. Like, accumulated some good stuff. Made a few mistakes. So I got a good few things from Brave. Like, they've been good to me throughout the times. But yeah, bittersweet is the good word for it.
Yeah, and it's one thing, obviously, fighting with Brave, you're getting that international experience as well. And looking over your record, you've fought some really tough guys. Has all that time with Brave prepared you then to make the step to Bellator?
Yeah, definitely. Like, because like I said, like you know, I have a few losses on my record. Like, I always kind of feel like I have 2 losses against the same guy, Stephen Lohman. Like, and just looking back at them fights, I don't know what I could have done differently with the skills I had at the time. You know what I mean? Fought the best fight I could fight, but he just had the better tools at the time. And then I lost again, my very last loss against Aiden James. New guy, took him totally for granted. Like, this guy, I'm just gonna walk through this guy, so it's nothing. Played it easy, flipping, just got caught in a stupid thing, and got overconfident really, and got caught. So that kind of like opened my eyes totally, because you can never, like I've said it before, like even when I was going to fight him, I was like, you can't be taking people for granted. But just psychologically, like I just did, like I couldn't help it. But that opened up my eyes, because it doesn't matter who you're fighting, you know what I mean? He's in there for a good reason. So that definitely changed my mind to the whole way I look at things. And I've been working on my groundwork, because obviously wrestling and jiu-jitsu was kind of like something that I need to kind of step up, and I've been doing a load of that, like, you know what I mean? I have 2 submissions on my belt so far, but my ground game is definitely getting stepped up. I'm fighting a striker now coming up to this new one, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in that aspect, you know what I mean?
And one thing just to pick up on there is, obviously it was one of your losses in your post fight. I noticed that the one thing you were was really honest in your post fight when you spoke about it. There was no excuses from you, no excuses at all from you. Having that sort of attitude, is that, when you go back into the gym, does that push you just to continually get better?
100%, like, because losing is flipping awful. You know what I mean? You play it in your mind for so long, and it's real annoying, because like it just it's just like little things that he could have changed. You know what I mean? But you can't do anything about it. Like, the best thing to do is just learn and just not make them mistakes again. You know what I mean? But yeah, like it's not good. But no, I'm always like that. Like, I feel kind of like hold on, I just need to plug my phone in, right?
Yeah, sure.
I have a big long wire, so it shouldn't be a problem. Oi. All right, hold on for a sec.
No, that's fine. Take your time.
Cool. Yeah, so like even with my last fight, like even losing against Aiden James, like for a good while, I was kind of happy for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, fair play to you, like, because I kind of felt like they were feeding him to me for some reason. I didn't know why. But so when he got the win, and he was such a nice guy and all, and I was talking to him right after the fight. We were talking and stuff like that. I was like, kind of here. To be honest, like James, fair play to you, like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like obviously say congratulations and stuff like that, but when I was even like coming back and all, like it didn't eat at me in the way that I lost and stuff like. Obviously, it wasn't great losing, but and then after after a while, I was starting like it was starting to kind of affect me. But I was still happy for him. Like he went in there with a much experienced fighter, a dangerous opponent, like known for flipping knocking people out. And I touched him once or twice, and he was telling me after, he was like, I had to I had to get out of there, but he done a fantastic job, got the win, so I can't fault him on that. You know what I mean? And that's just the way I looked at that. The other losses, I was kind of like same thing, really. Like I just kind of, if you beat me, fair play to you. I'm never gonna hold it against you. It's kind of left on me to kind of look back and fix the mistakes I made, is the way I look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and obviously you're continuing the same vein in terms of you're fighting high caliber opponents. You're in there against Nathan Grayson, who's a former Cage Warriors champion at flyweight, obviously. Nice. And you were talking there about obviously the card you were meant to fight him in February. That would have been Newcastle. He fought in that card. He got caught in a submission by Carl Eleanor. So he's coming in off a loss. Do you think that potentially makes him more dangerous coming into this fight?
Yeah, well, like, anytime you are coming off of a loss, like you know what I mean, your mindset is switched on. Do you know what I mean? But the way my record is, I think like the few fights I'm gonna have next, I feel like I'm coming off a loss as well. You know what I mean? So if we both in that mindset, I would like tell everybody to switch on to that fight, because then it's gonna be a good one. If we are both switched on to that mindset, you know what I mean, that we can't afford to lose no more, because I kind of feel like I can't. Yeah. And if he feels like he can't as well, like it's going to be fireworks. So yeah, that's good to hear.
In terms of looking over the card and looking at this matchup, it is one that does excite. It looks like it's from the outside looking, and it does look like it's going to be a really exciting fight. Do you feel for you that both your styles put together is going to generate that exciting fight, potentially one that could stick out on the card?
Yeah, to be honest, like I heard about his name like a few times around the gym. He was meant to be fighting one of the guys from my gym, Blaine O'Driscoll, and that fell through. That didn't happen. So that's how I know like of him. Obviously, I'm fighting him and stuff like that. But that's all the information I have on him, like, is his name and that he's a striker. But I don't know anything about his style or anything, because like I don't really research my opponents ever. You know what I mean? I feel like that puts me off. It's nothing to do with like being disrespectful to anybody. I just feel like researching my fighter, my opponents, kind of puts me off. I don't know why. It just does. So I just choose not to like look up anybody I'm fighting. And to be honest, I don't know anything about his game, anything about what he brings to the table. I just know that he's a striker. That's literally all the info I have on him.
To be fair, that I would assume that you've obviously got a very cerebral head coach as well, so I'm assuming he does all that for you, and he'll tweak things to suit the fight you've got coming up.
Of course, yeah. I put a lot of stress on my corners, because I was just like, you research them, you figure them out, and then give me as little information as possible, but tell me obviously what to look out for and stuff like that. But I like figuring it out for myself, like in the first few minutes or whatever of the first round. You know what I mean?
So you feel then that you're the type of fighter that goes in there and you just like to feel your way through the fight, and you believe that you'll figure things out as you go.
Yeah, I feel like I get more confident like that. Like if I go in and then I figure you out, that moment where I'm like, I know what's gonna happen here is like a good feeling for me. Yeah. Especially as a striker, I'm like, once I know I have you, then I know I have you. You know what I mean? And I want to figure that out. Like,
Yeah, and also going into this fight, the other thing, obviously, we've spoke about Brave a bit, but Bellator Europe at the moment are doing some great things. It's they're on national TV as well. Is that something you're looking forward to? Just getting that exposure of being on Bellator.
Yeah, no, definitely, because like with Brave, I've been like fighting abroad and stuff like that. Closest that came to home was Belfast, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been fighting away for a while now, and it is nice now, like that. Obviously, people can watch my fights on TV. It's more of a close, like closer people to me can view me doing what I'm doing. So it's nice in that aspect. You know what I mean? Obviously, Sky and all. I heard Brave. Bellator signed with Sky.
Old habits.
yeah. So that's it. That's great. You know what I mean? I'm obviously. I don't know. It's good news, anyways.
So like you said earlier, you've obviously known about Bellator for a while. What's it been like sitting there just waiting to get this opportunity? Is there any frustration? You just want to get in there and get that debut fight?
Yeah, it is, like, because I just always want to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If going a few months without fighting, like my last fight was December now, and I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I'll see how this one goes, and hopefully I get in the next one in Dublin. But I want to get maybe 3 fights by the end of this year. You know what I mean? I haven't really had any conversations with anybody from Bellator about the trajectory of my time with Bellator. So once that gets started, once the wheel is rolling on that, we'll have to tell them that, like, the more active I am, the better you get out of me, like as a fighter. You know what I mean? So as soon as it gets started with Bellator, I'm gonna just keep running with it. Like, you know what I mean? I want to be as active as possible.
Yeah. So is it for you as well going into this fight? It's not just about winning. It's you want to basically impress Bellator and show them what you can do. So
exactly.
They do want to continually use you.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Like, because that's the good thing about Bellator. You know what I mean? If you're working, you're putting on good shows, they take care of you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hearing anyway from everybody I know that's in Bellator, that knows anything about Bellator. If you perform, they treat you good. And I'm saying, though, if they want me to perform, is keep me active is the best way to do that. And I feel like the skills I've acquired will make for a very exciting fighter.
So not just something you mentioned about Dublin there, not to obviously look past your next fight or anything like that, but is that the sort of dream then? Get that fight potentially a main card or something in Dublin for Bellator?
Yeah, that'd be sweet. You know what I mean? Because I've been around for a while, like, and I keep like going up and going down, kind of, you know what I mean? Getting known and not getting known. There's always a bit of hype about Frans Mlambo, and then it kind of dies down for a bit, and then it's built up again. So this should start, especially me being then fighting for Bellator. Hopefully London brings it up a bit, and then the one coming to Dublin then should just start something off like real good with like the Dublin fans, you know, the home fans, and just European fans in general, because I have a few fans, but they're all in Asia, the Middle East. It's not good to be here.
You need to build that European fan base, the American fan base. That's what you need to do now.
Exactly. So that's what this is going to give me, and I can't wait for it. You know what I mean? It's just perfect.
And you're saying there, you can't wait for it. I'm assuming there's an excitement towards it. Is that reflected in your training then? Do you feel like you've got a wee bit of an extra step in training?
Definitely. Like I said, like I'm getting better at the ground. I'm working loads on that. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm always working on my striking and stuff like that. But it's just training is just getting exciting in general, and knowing that like you're working for something like so big and something like that could like just change your whole life. You just get, and the closer you get to that, the more you want to work. You know what I mean? Because if something is like in like 2 years time, you just kind of like scroll around. But I'm so close to what I've been building up to. So definitely training is getting more exciting, and I'm doing more. Yeah, definitely.
And in terms of your training for this one, we're just less than 3 weeks out roughly. So when did you actually enter a physical? Did you go into a physical camp for that, or have you just been continually training this 6 months between fights?
Yeah, I've just been training. Like, obviously, the closer it gets,
Yeah.
I like to train like more the closer to the fight. Some people like to rest, but I rest kind of like coming up to it, and then I flip and kick it. Yeah, but yeah, no, I don't really like. I don't know if like about camps, because I don't know if I've ever done a camp really, except for the few times I was flown off to do camps with other people. But I just train. You know what I mean? Morning, nighttime. I just do the classes. Yeah.
It does seem that way now. Whereas years ago, you guys would maybe relax between fights, maybe get a wee bit fatter. But now there does seem to be in the MMA community, there's feels like more of a professionalism where guys are training all year round. Obviously, you're not as strict as you are when you're leading up to your weight cut and stuff
Of course,
that.
yeah.
But is that something you feel about the sport over the last few years? Is that sense of professionalism more moving in?
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Like, I used to just flip in right after a fight, just do nothing for a while. You know what I mean? Not be heard from until I have a fight confirmed or something like that. And I think I kind of grown out of that. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying training more, like learning and stuff like that. So yeah, no, definitely that's definitely a part of what's happened to me in any way. I don't know about everybody else, you know.
Do you think as well then, just what you're saying there, because sometimes when you do sit about and then you head into a camp, as we'll say, you're really trying to spending a lot of time in camp, trying to get fit again, trying to get up to speed. Yeah. Whereas I'm assuming you're going into camp fit, and it's really about working technique and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's when injury comes as well. Like, you know, when you're trying to work into fitness, that's flipping not good. Like, and yeah, I think I started hating that feeling. Because like I'd leave for so long and come back and train, and just staying fit, obviously doing whatever you're doing and whatnot. But staying fit, like it does miracles for your whole game. I feel like, you know what I mean. Instead of having to catch up to yourself and stuff like that. So definitely, it's something I've done. I think this time, you know what I mean. I've kept fit since my last fight, kept training. So it's definitely something I'm going to continue to do.
And the other thing is, how much of an emphasis do you put on your recovery as well? And what sort of things are you doing for your recovery?
Yeah, I'm all about recovery. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about keeping my body fresh. You know what I mean? Any tiny type of injury that comes by, I don't flip and go back the next day and be working on the same thing. You know what I mean? I'd like to get more. I kind of feel like as a fighter, and I was actually told this by one of the guys, that you need to be getting like worked on, like a massage or whatever. See somebody maybe 1-2 times a month. Just, you know what I mean? Just keep your body intact. Well, I do that kind of like with like my diet and stuff like that. Just general lifestyle, but definitely like people take rest for granted. You know what I mean? And you flipping need it. Like, your body needs it. Your body will tire and break down if you don't rest. But yeah, I do that all the time, and I think that's how I've kind of avoided injuries and stuff like that, because I do take rest seriously, obviously, and helps with recovery. Yeah.
Well, listen, Frans, thanks very much for coming on and giving me some time, mate. That's all I've got for you, but for anybody watching this, tune in June the 22nd. We'll see you competing against Nathan Grayson, and that's at Bellator London. Thanks very much for the time, mate.
Good stuff. Thank you. Send this to me or whatever. Tag me or whatever you're doing with it. And
we'll get you posted in on this, mate, and let you know when it's coming out.